Hey everyone, and welcome to the Why Not podcast, hosted by me, Yvonne, and Chrissy. In a world where everyone is asking you why, we are asking why not.
Hi, my name's Chrissy. I'm a personal trainer, gym enthusiast, and part-time equestrian. My goal here is to help people feel better about themselves by helping them strengthen their mindset and their body image. And I want them to be able to do things that they never thought they could believe possible. So if that sounds like something you want to do, I want to help you.
Hey everyone, my name is Yvonne, and I'm 29. I'm a body positive feminist yoga teacher. Been on this journey of self-discovery for the last few years, really just learning how to take better care of myself, fill my life with self-love, and just learning how to be kind and gentle to others along the way. I'm really interested in all things mental health and personal development. Hi, Chrissy.
Hello, Vaughn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you almost sounded convincing there. I'm good.
Good. So, Chrissy, are you a girl?
Autonomically, yes. Are you?
Yeah. Also, yeah, in a sense.
In the physical sense, I definitely am.
So today we kind of wanted to talk a little bit about something that might seem a little bit weird to some, but myself and Chrissy have both experienced this kind of weird thing growing up that we just don't feel like we are a girl. Not that we are, like, obviously we feel like we are female, but that we don't follow the rules, maybe, of being a girl.
Yeah, it seems like we kind of missed out on that little rule book, that teaches you how to be girl.
Yeah, I just find it really hard. And like, okay, now I want to just say this as well. Like, I totally believe the gender is completely performative, it's completely learned. You know, you can anatomically speaking be female or be your sex can be female, but you can behave in a completely different way, and there's no one particular way to be a girl. But we're speaking a little bit more generally, I think, today.
Yeah, like
Um
we're not saying that we identify as men even though we're female. We're not like that, like sexual. We're literally like we identify as females, but just say common kind of female traits maybe missed out on us along the way.
Yeah, it just has felt like for me always since I've been maybe this actually is the way for everyone, I don't know, but I've always felt since I was younger, like all the girls will be doing something and I'm like, wow, I just don't know how to do that. Like, where did you learn that? And if yeah, it feels like there was like a how to be a girl rule book and like I just didn't read it or something.
Yeah, I get you. Like I would have been quite a tomboy as well growing up, so I was always friends with boys. And the girls were, I don't know what were they doing, playing dolls and stuff. Not that I didn't have dolls, but I don't know what girls were doing. But I was climbing trees and playing football, so I was a little bit different, let's say.
Like I would say I don't know if I would have called myself a tomboy growing up. I had friends that were boys and friends that were girls. Like this is as a child. I was very like active, but maybe not sporty. I've always been so very, very terrible at sports. It's actually hilarious how bad I am. Like, wow. My dad told me once that I really wanted to join the football team, like the Portmarnock football team. I don't know if they have a name, Portmarnock FC. And I really wanted to join, and he's like, okay, but like I don't think you're gonna like it. And I was like, no, I really want to join. So they got me into the football club, and I used to run the opposite way to the ball, just ran up and down the pitch. But I was having fun.
Oh, just a great image of you, just like down in the middle of a game. You're just going up and back and up and back. Like, what's she at again? She always does that.
Yeah, no, I hadn't a clue. Honestly, didn't. And I thought I was doing really well. I was like, oh yeah, look at me playing football. Did you see me? They're like, wow, she is really bad. So I wouldn't say I was like a tomboy, but definitely things that are stereotypically girly, and I'm putting up my little quotation fingers, have never really appealed to me so much. And even now, like as an adult, you know, for example, a bunch of my friends there recently were talking about like eyebrows and where they get their eyebrows done and eyebrow this and that and all these eyebrow things. And I'm like, what? Does everyone do this? Does everyone get their eyebrows done but me? What do you do when you go? Who do you even go to for an eyebrow
I'm
job?
complete, like, I'm even one up on that. Like, I've never plucked my eyebrows. And then people will be like, "What? You've never done that?" And I'm like, "No, no, this is how my eyebrows came. This is how
Wow,
they
that's
came."
actually so impressive because your eyebrows, well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know what they look like. I can't think of them right now. But like, you don't have a unibrow.
Yeah, well, like, there's a couple of hairs there that I get rid of, but
Liar.
But what I mean is, like, like, they're very nondescript in shape, to be honest. They're just there. They're not pointy, they're not thick, they're not round, they're not, they're just there, and they've always just been there. So I think it was a defined decision I made when I was younger. I was like, I'm never gonna do it. Now when I was like 8, now I kind of feel like I have to stick to it. Plus, I
When I
also
was
I'm like,
8, I made my Holy Communion and vowed to serve God. I don't do that now.
but I think like now it's just like, well, I look at them and I'm like, well, I don't see an issue with them. I don't like, why, if I go down that road, they'll be tinted and they'll be plucked, and I'll have to quite upkeep them. And the way they are now, they look grand. I can draw them in a little bit better with a pencil if I want to, and that's all I need.
But that, I honestly, where did people learn this? Where? Like, what? Who do you go to for your eyebrows? A hairdresser? Like a barber? I literally had to ask these questions. I was like, and who do I go to?
A
Like,
beautician.
literally, what person do I call? Yeah, I didn't know it was a beautician. Like, I thought beauticians were, oh, yeah. I was about to say they're more like waxing, but
Yeah,
like, I guess, yeah, you can wax an eyebrow. Like,
that's true. But I think
wow,
is there specific people who just kind of do brows and lashes now and all? Like,
don't know. I
people
did
send me
get
the
my lashes
videos.
done. Yeah, that is something I did. Now, I would not, I didn't even know you could get lash extensions until I got mine. And that's because I saw someone else with them and I was like, wow, how did you manage this? I want this. And
Yeah.
she explained the entire thing to me, like how I book an appointment to get my lashes done, where I go, how much it costs, what I ask for, etc. But when I went in to the girl who was doing the lashes, now I don't know, would you call her a beautician, a lash lady? Like I don't know what her job title is. But when I went into her, she's like, "What do you want?" And I was like, uh, "I don't know, nice ones." Like
You
I
want to be
don't.
younger?
There's all these different things that you can ask for. Like there's like, okay, you can have lash extensions. There's like mink. There's hybrids.
You
I
can get
don't know.
tinted as well, can't you? You can just get your eyelashes basically dyed now. You say
Oh
you've got
yeah, I
like
think
blonde
that's a completely
eyelashes.
different thing. Yeah.
I remember actually, see, that's another thing I've never done. Never got eyelash extensions, never worn fake eyelash because I am particularly lucky. I've got very long eyelashes. So mascara does a job on me and I'm grand like. But
Mm.
I've never felt the need for it. I wouldn't be a big fan of them. I really liked them on you because they actually looked natural. But I think too many people, they look like they're weighing down their eyes now. And
Yeah, they're a bit nuts sometimes, aren't they? Like
yeah,
whatever makes you happy, gals. Like if you like them, obviously go for it.
of
But like
course, yeah.
it's not for me. Yeah.
One day, a couple of years ago, my friend used to teach makeup application like in a course, and she got me in as a model one day, and they put lashes on me. And at the time, I was like, I've never worn lashes. Like I literally never put on the stick-on eyelashes or anything. And literally, there was a collective gasp around the room. Like, what? And my friend was like, "Oh my God, you haven't?" I was like, "No." And then she was like, "I thought they were really nice, the ones she put on me." And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna wear eyelashes all the time now." Not once since because
No, I've actually never successfully done a fake eyelash on myself. I have tried to, but they're too hard. Can't do them. I had a friend who was a makeup artist and she used to just do them for me every time. And if she wasn't there, I was not wearing lashes because I absolutely cannot. I don't know how. It's too hard. Who knows these things? It's actual magic. Like
I'm
how
con-
do people
I'm
do it?
convinced I'd glue my eyelashes together. I would. I am that clumsy. And
Ah, but it's not that
me
strong,
continuing,
right?
but, yeah, you know, you bet me. But like, well, like I wouldn't have had. all my friends would have been boys a lot of the time as well, so I can hardly ask them. And just for
Yeah, like
reference, none of them are good at makeup.
I had a big sister as well, so still have. So you'd think like I would have had someone to like kind of ask these questions, but I don't know, like, and she would have been one of the girls, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know, maybe I didn't even know the questions to feckin' ask, like.
Mm. See,
I don't know.
I was the big sister, and my little sister does know how to do lashes and stuff like that. She's a lot better at all this
Oh,
stuff than I am, but obviously I'm not asking my younger sister for advice. But
I would totally have asked Lisa for advice, but I don't think that I knew the advice to ask for. Like, I genuinely only learned about what people get done when they get their eyebrows done like a couple of weeks ago.
I think I only know from hearing about it or like seeing stuff online and being like,
Yeah, a lot of makeup techniques and stuff I learned from drag queens because I really enjoy drag. They talk about makeup obviously a lot, so I would pick up stuff from them. But like, not that I do drag makeup on myself, like, obviously not. I've done it before just for the crack, like, just to try. Not like full drag, but I've tried to like beat my face. But no, generally I just don't wear makeup.
I don't wear makeup a lot, but when I do, I like to go all out it. That's one girly,
Oh, is that a guinea pig?
it's two guinea pigs.
Oh,
I was hoping they wouldn't do this.
it's okay. Hey, guineas.
I don't know what they're giving out about. But anyway, as I was saying, my one girly thing is I do actually like doing makeup and I have learned a bit about doing it and different techniques. Now, I don't
Yeah,
do a lot of it because it is something I have a bit of an interest in and I do
yeah.
actually like doing it. Now, that said, I'm not spending an hour doing my makeup to go and to be sitting around. I wear makeup maybe once every 2 weeks. So when I do it, I'm kind of like, I'm going to go all out, but I'm not going to get up and put makeup on to go to the shops or go for a walk. And I don't understand people who do that. Like,
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm not giving out about them doing it. Like, I'm actually impressed, but like, oh, just so much effort.
Yeah, I think to be honest, well, maybe not everyone, but probably what happens to a lot of people is that they get so used to like their face with makeup that when they're not wearing makeup, it's like not wearing clothes or something. I used to wear makeup lots more in secondary school, and it was definitely more from like insecurity rather than because I liked it. I just
Yeah.
felt like I had to wear makeup, and so then I probably would have. I can't really remember if I would have worn it. Like I definitely wore it to school. I think all the time, but I think maybe I probably would have worn it like if I was just going to the shop or something. Now I would wear makeup maybe once or twice a month. And but that's like, I'm really used to seeing my face without makeup. So like, I'm not like, that's not weird. But if I wore makeup every day, I guess I would feel weird without it. Like,
Yeah, I get you. I suppose even with, I kind of went through phases of wearing and not wearing it, like in work, out of work, other stuff like that. Like I wouldn't always wear it, but especially in the last couple of years, and like in the fitness industry, I'm not wearing it because like you spend most of your time either like if you're working out or stuff like that. It's just I don't believe in working out with makeup on, and then I don't see the point in wearing makeup to go to a gym. I don't know. I don't
I
know how to
know
explain
I did it once, and I remember that day, it was my birthday, and I actually had PT with you. And like, I got up in the morning and put my makeup on to go to the gym, and then I was kind of like, why did I do that? Just, it was my birthday, and I wanted to feel nice.
Yeah, well,
So
that's
I
fair.
just did it. Yeah, then I just got really sweaty and it was absolutely pointless. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I would. Yeah, I guess sometimes I would if I just felt like it, but it there's no skill. Like, it's like, okay, I'll put a bit of this here and put a bit of that there, and now I look nice. Okay. Like, there's no skill involved.
You look nice and you feel pretty, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you found it hard to like fit in with the girls throughout your life?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. As I said, I've never really had many girlfriends. I've had a couple of girlfriends. Most of them would not be particularly girly. So they would be kind of more like me. So I get on with them. So that's like I get on with you. And one of my other friends was like that. She wouldn't really wear makeup. She was just chill. I do have one or two friends that are quite girly and well, they're really nice people and great. Sometimes I just can't deal with it. Like I there's a girl thing that happens and I'm just like my brain just goes "Duh," and I just have to go away from it. Like I
To the
literally
tails.
to the towels, yeah. I just like it's nothing, there's nothing wrong with it and I'm not saying that wrong. It's just the way some people are, but I can't get stupid excited about Disney or Harry Potter or like I don't understand people enjoy it and stuff like that, but like when people are like, "Oh my God, look at that," I'm just like, no. And even if it's in like text form, you mightn't just hear me. You mightn't just even answer.
Oh, you must hate some of my texts because I get stupid excited about a lot of stuff.
No, like it's like if it's something I'm not interested in or whatever. To be fair, I try to be interested with my friends all the time. No, I don't. Like I wouldn't just be like, yeah, yeah, whatever, shut up. No, you're fine. You're grand. It's generally normal things that you're super excited about. But there's some things that I just like I can't. I can't right now. I'm gone.
I know. No, I'm I don't know if I used to get it with that so much. More like like people would ask me something, they're like, "Oh, and you know how when like you, whatever," and they'll say something girlish, like whatever that means. They're like, "You know when that happens?" And in my brain I'm like, "Actually, no."
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like part of it, so I'm like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, of
Oh, do you know
course."
when
Yeah,
you're out and your lashes come off and like you smudge your eye makeup because you've rubbed your eye? No, not really, because I'm not really wearing makeup.
yeah, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yesterday I Uh, yeah. Like, I just felt like I couldn't relate. But the thing is, now I'd just be like, no, I actually do not know what you're talking about. And I don't care. Like, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with being this way, with being not one of the girls, or with them being one of the girls. Like, I don't, whatever, it's all cool and we can all be mates. But like, back then I would have really tried to be like that and been like desperately wanted to be more girly. Just felt like, oh my God, I do not fit in with this. I'm wrong as a girl. Like I'm wrong. I'm the wrong one. But now it's like whatever. I don't care. Like
But this maybe
uh,
was easier hanging with lads. They'd just be like, beard. I'd be like, yeah.
yeah, but then again, I feel like maybe I wasn't quite that either. Like I
Yeah.
did have lots of friends. I used to have lots more friends who were guys and probably find that easier to deal with, but I would have had close girlfriends as well. Always I felt like the odd one out, like always just felt like I wasn't quite right.
Mm.
I wasn't quite following. I don't know if that was just like was that all about like gender? Was that all about like learning to follow the gender rules? Or was it also just being a bit weird? Or like sometimes I think like maybe everyone feels that way. Do you know, maybe
Maybe,
everyone
yeah.
feels like they don't fit into the girl club.
That could be true. None of his like lashes or all that stuff. These.
Do you know what I mean? Like maybe it's the same for everyone. Like nobody feels like they fit into the girl gang. But I don't know about that. Like definitely there's definitely a girl gang and I just don't know if I treat the gang.
I don't think I want to.
No, I don't think I do anymore
I think
either.
like at this age, I don't think I care anymore because I'm like, no, it's not really me. I like sports and working out, and I think I'll just be like that. And I also like makeup, so that's fun.
But that's what's great about it is like you don't actually have to fit into one or the other. Like you can be a million things at once. And I think that's what something that I didn't know when I was younger that I know. Like it's okay to be into rugby and working out and never wear makeup, but then when you do, you're like, I'm gonna go full woman and be like, where's my sparkles? And just go hell for leather on your contour. And it's okay to be the other way. It's okay to be like super like into things that are stereotypically girly and then be like, yeah, but I also really like beer or
Yeah,
whatever it is that might be stereotypically boyish or whatever. It's okay to be a mix of things. That's cool. It's quite fun. Most of us don't exist in a box anyway. We usually might be sitting on the box, but we're hanging out a bit.
One thing I think is it's funny actually, like you know me, I'm mad into my rugby. But literally the amount of times people have turned around to me and said, "You know a lot about rugby for a girl."
Ew, I hate
And
that.
I'm like, I'm not offended by it at all. I'm just like, yeah, bitch, I know a lot about rugby, but like, why should I know less about rugby because I'm a girl?
That's such a gross thing to say. I feel like it's such a it's such a I live in my little box thing to say.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not remotely offended by it though, because I know it's like they don't mean it in malice either.
totally, yeah.
Like they don't say it in a like, Jesus, girls never know anything. Like it's like they're like it's a compliment in their eyes in a sense. But
Yeah, I do think sometimes that happens though. Things that are stereotypically boyish, if a girl is like good at them or knows a bit more about them than like say the average girl, like you know much more about rugby because you really enjoy rugby than I would. I don't know anything about rugby. And then it's like, "Oh, this is a compliment. Like you're for a girl, you actually know loads." Because
mm,
it's like, okay, I'm going to get all feminist, but like it's things that are considered for men are like of higher importance. So like knowing loads about rugby is probably considered better than like knowing loads about flowers. But actually they're just both interests and it doesn't matter whatever you're into, like is cool.
so my
You
dad
know what
loves
I mean?
gardening.
Good. Well, I'm glad he does. Go for it. You grow those flowers, man.
I have no interest.
Not so much flowers. I know I do like my flowers, but more plants. More about the plants right now.
Just none of it interests me.
Oh, plant babies are fun. Watching them grow. Oh my God, there's a new lily on my peace lily, and I'm like, girl, you are gonna blossom. I'm so proud of you. It's like, wow,
Somebody's broody. I'm putting it through plants.
yeah. I do get broody and plant broody.
You're just channeling it through the plants.
Well, if I can't be a real mom right now, I'll just have to be a plant mom.
See, you are girly as well.
Yes, totally. Well, that's the thing as well. I feel like a lot. Okay, personally, I do want to have babies, loads of them. I love babies. Give me
Bleh,
babies. I want babies everywhere. Not every woman is into that, and that's okay.
bleh.
It doesn't make you any less of a woman. For example, Chrissy, maybe you're not so into babies.
Don't like babies. I
Do
don't
you
mind
want your own
if I don't
babies?
want to have.
Do you want your own babies?
I will have many dogs
Good.
and I have my two piggies, and that'll do me. I do not
And
want
that's
any
okay.
human
And that
babies.
doesn't make you any less girlish or of a woman than, say, me, who absolutely does want babies hanging out of my pockets. Like, I want all the babies. But, I feel like there's also this thing that, like, to be a woman, you have to be maternal, you have to want to be a mammy. But, like, that's not true. That's not
No,
true at all.
I make a fantastic aunt,
Yes, me too.
so I'll be good at that because I can give them back. I
I
can
don't
load them up
want to
with
give my
sugar.
nieces back.
Well, I can load them up with sugar and give them back, and then they're your nightmare. They won't be my
No,
nieces, but like,
like, well, my nieces live in Australia, so when I get to them, I'm just like, oh, babies. But I would give anything to just keep them forever. I hate giving them back. I'm like, no, they're mine. They're my babies.
I was going to see them
Um,
like once a year at best.
I
Imagine you have
know.
them all the time. You'd be like, oh, it's smelling again.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. But I feel like when like I think my nieces are the literal cutest things in the universe. Like if I see any other child, I'm like, yeah, you're cute, but like you're nothing in comparison to my nieces. So, keep walking. I feel like when they're like yours, like obviously they're not my children, but they're my nieces, like they're my flesh and blood, that
Yeah.
it's like different. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's my experience. Like I just think they're the fucking bee's knees. Like they could do anything and I'd be like, legend. Absolute legend.
You're always
Like
mad for sending me videos of them, and you're always like, I know you don't like kids, but look at them.
I
It's so
just want to
funny.
share how beautiful they are.
But I just love how you preface, but like, I know you don't like kids, but like, here, look at my niece again.
It's like, I know you don't care about this video. I know you'll watch it and be like, cool. But like, I still need you to watch it. I just need you to know that like one of them said Yvonne or something like, oh, they're just the best. There's a video that I got of them there recently and they're feeding carrots to a goat and I'm just like mesmerized. I'm like, they're so brave going up to the goat. Wow, look at these babies. They have so much fucking nerve. Like, I don't know if I would have fed a goat a carrot. Oh my God. And like, probably it's just a video of a toddler feeding a carrot to a goat and it's nothing special, but I'm like, these babies.
Look at them.
They're amazing. They're magic. But yes, do you feel like do you ever feel like people not make fun of you, but they're shocked that you're like, nah, I don't want my own babies?
Oh, all the time. They're like, yeah,
Really?
yeah, when you're older, you'll change your mind. I'm like, I'm maybe 30. I decided this in my like mid-20s. I think I'm all right.
Yeah. And I hate that thing as well. Like, oh, when you're older, you're like, well, shut up. Let me make my own decisions on stuff.
Maybe life isn't about having kids. Maybe life would be potentially being able to retire at 50 because you don't have children.
Yeah, and like it's not everyone has babies, and that's fine. And you don't have to have babies, it's a personal choice.
Mm. But yeah, you definitely get a lot of that. Like, yeah, yeah, you say that now. And I'm like, no, I've said that for about 4 years now.
Yeah.
I literally
I
had this
used to
conversation
say it.
today.
Really?
Yeah,
Who with?
someone from the gym.
They were asking you, were you gonna have babies?
Yeah, I can't remember how it came up. They don't really want kids either,
Ah,
especially in
very good.
the current climate. But then I was like, yeah, no, I'm not into it. And like, yeah, yeah, you're on even. I was like, shut up, you.
Yeah, you're only 20 something, whatever. I know. Yeah, it's, I used to say it when I was younger, like much younger. I used to say I didn't want, but then that honestly did change. I'm not saying that's obviously what's happening for you. Like, I mean, you just,
Yeah, I was the opposite. When I was
oh,
younger, I was like, yeah, I'd love kids. And now I'm like, no, actually, I don't.
I've got the baby bug. Like, my body is ready for a baby. It's like, give me one now.
Mark's in the other room going, la, 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 la.
He's like, let's buy her another plant.
Where will I get a plant? I'm coming home with a kitten tomorrow.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Distract her for a while.
That would be awesome. And is there any other circumstance in your life that you've just felt kind of not one of the girls?
I think the real question is there any circumstance in my life where I am one of the girls? I don't
And
think I have one. Sometimes I like Prosecco. Maybe that's the only time I am.
boys like Prosecco too.
Peter doesn't.
I think Mark likes a Prosecco. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Go on
What
then,
about
Mark.
you? Is there any other?
Um, at school, didn't feel like one of the girls. At college, when I was in college, I my best friend was a guy, and the people I hung out with were him, his boyfriend, and another girl who was very much not one of the. So they were my little crew. There was lots of groups of girls in college that I just never fit in. Tried, just didn't work ever. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, nope. And then yeah, kind of any workplace ever. I've kind of, except for recently, I guess once I started to accept myself the way I am now and stop trying to pretend to be like the other people, then
Mm.
actually more people accept me just the way I am. And now I probably do get along with the girls. And all my friends are girls now. I don't know if I have any guy friends anymore. I'm sure I do. But it's
I
mostly
have
girls.
still several guy friends, also several girlfriends. But yeah, I started to make friends with the other types of girls, the more me like girls. And now I've got more girlfriends that I'm like, oh yes, I relate to you guys. You're weirdos
You
too.
silly weirdo. Well, guys, I think the moral of the story for today is that there really is no rule book. And if there is, me and Chrissy definitely didn't get to and maybe you could tell us where to find that shit. Is it on? But no, there is no rule book. to being a girl or being a boy or any of those things. And it's okay if you like things that are stereotypically not for your gender. And maybe that's what makes you actually kind of cool.
I'm going to win all the rugby pub quizzes.
Yes, I probably don't know anything really that girlish either, but I know how to look after a peace lily.
Yep, there you go. That's something that I don't know how to do.
I only kind of know as well. Like, I definitely get it wrong. She has kind of a yellow leaf right now, and I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, just don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm sure she's all right.
Right, guys, thanks for listening today as well. And Yvonne, can we still find you on social media? Will we ever find you again?
Yeah. So I deleted the apps from my phone, but my social media still exists. I'm sure I'll be back eventually. I don't know. Just took a little social media break, but you can follow my Instagram on just_move. You can find the podcast Instagram, which I'm sorry might have been a bit quiet for the last couple of weeks. You can find that at y.notpodcast. And Chrissy, where can we find you?
So I am on Instagram as @ChrissyHFitness, and also on TikTok, which I have been also quite quiet on, is just @ChrissyHFit. But you will find me on both of them.
Perfect. And I will, I'm sure, get back on the social media buzz eventually. I'm just enjoying my little digital detox for now.
We may never see her again.
I have been known to go AWOL on social media. This will be like my third complete departure from social media. Usually creeps back into my life eventually.
It's always waiting.
Yeah, but
But
this
yeah,
is the first time I've actually I didn't actually delete my account. Like, it's still there. I
yeah.
just logged out and deleted the app from my phone. Normally I just completely delete the entire account. So
Yeah.
this is, big step. All right, Chrissy.
Right.
Well, thanks so much for the good chat, and you'll always be a girl to me.
Same to you, Yvonne.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to Why Not podcast with Yvonne and Chrissy. We appreciate any support, so please subscribe and share and like the podcast if you can.